The overpopulation of sinners began to take its toll on Lucifer, as they were divided into two groups, the loyalists and the rebels. These rebels built a cultish family religion around Lilith, believing her to be the true mother or goddess of hell. It was during this time Lucifer had created a special group of sinners called overlords, which he used as governing figures to control the sinners. But by then their seed was already sown, and the two started a new secret war over their own daughter, Charlotte Morningstar. Both wanting their daughter to become one or the other, but didn't want to show that they were a dysfunctional family, so the two called a secret truce in order to fight for their daughter's approval. Lucifer decided to take on the fun-loving, carefree, but full of wisdom father figure. He also mixed in a bit of his angel of light persona and told her stories of heaven through his perspective. He dazzled her with lights, music, magic that appealed to any child's eyes, and used that to gain her favoritism. He even went as far as to tell her his origin story, but twisted the truth so much as to make it some sort of warning tale, if anything. This explains Charlie's narration in episode 1 of Hazbin Hotel, and why it's so Luciferized. Whether he told her there was multiple gods in the universe or no god at all, it's hard to say in this point in time. Lilith took on a similar approach, but used Lucifer's absence as a way to get closer to her daughter, and to make Lucifer seem like the work before family type of father. This method, of course, worked, and Charlie grew more and more apart from Lucifer the more time she spent with Lilith. By the time Charlie became a teen, Lucifer and Charlie's relationship only began to grow more and more apart. This was all going according to Lilith's plan. As the centuries went by, Lucifer became aimless. His work became more and more mundane, and he lacked any focus whatsoever. It was safe to assume at this point in time Lucifer grew mad, not just from his weird and unhealthy relationship with ducks, but from his long isolation and need for the world to revolve around his ideals. An interesting thing to point out is the fact that Lucifer tells Charlie that he never seen her advertisement, which means that Lucifer for a long time has never seen any type of media or anything regarding outside his castle. It was only until Charlie calls him years later that everything starts flooding back. You'd think after this call, Lucifer would try to make amends with his daughter and at least give some motivation to help her with the hotel. But awareness of self often becomes obsession with it. And in Lucifer's eyes, that's just what he wanted to do. With Lilith gone, Lucifer could now play the part of the hero, and if it comes down to it, become the absolute savior of the Hazbin Hotel. When Lucifer arrives at the hotel, it's more important to keep an eye on his actions and words instead of his charisma. Lucifer introduces himself in the story as a misunderstood father trying to rekindle the love of his daughter. But the more we progress into the episode, the more Lucifer's intentions become more and more clearer. When Lucifer enters the hotel at first, he is seen as the character from Charlie's introduction in episode 1. His actions are very much like the Collector from Owl House, just a clown trying to have fun and show his dreams to the world. But it's very easy to forget that this is the same Lucifer from the pilot who told Charlie that she was a failure and that her dreams of the hotel will never come to be. So no matter what Lucifer does to play this role of this misguided hero, deep down he's still the same cruel, evil man that continues to be a plague on the earth. It's also important to note that Lucifer tells Charlie that sinners are a bunch of violent psychopaths, but he doesn't tell her why that is. Instead of telling her the entire truth, he makes it justified that they are better than them, and the fact that they cannot be saved because it's their fault. While this is about 20% true, the actuality is the fact that Lucifer just lies to Charlie like it's second nature. I truly believe Lucifer is playing both sides. He is this secret antagonist as he is playing the protagonist. He believes himself to be of both worlds, and as such, will continue to play this until he is eventually found out. His song he sings to Charlie has a lot of "I will protect you" from the Disney movie Wish. And at the end of the episode, I believe that the only reason Lucifer is sending Charlie to heaven, or allow her to even go to a portion of it, is so that he can show her that sinners can never be redeemed, and he will make sure of that. How? We are not entirely sure at this point, but Lucifer is a master manipulator in both the Hazbin universe and to the audience. No matter where Hazbin Hotel goes, the endgame will always turn to Lucifer's favor. And that, my friends, is the story and theory of the hidden narrator. If you'd like to see another episode of this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.